Hello, and welcome to another video brought to you by the Map Kit. And today we're going to be looking at an expanded video here with Chandelure's Spirit Burner attack. So what we're doing today is we have tons and tons of abilities and stage 1 and 2 Pokemon that we are going to try and bring out, and this is how we're going to do it. So this is definitely a meme deck. I'm like, by no means is this actually like a competitive deck at all, but I definitely like the idea of just bringing up all of these fire Pokemon and all of these cool attackers. So what we're doing is there's literally only 4 basic Pokemon in the entire deck. This Litwick with its Find a Friend attack from Team Up, I believe. And then we have 4 Lampents with its top entry ability. So once during your turn, if you drew this at the beginning, you may bench it if your bench isn't full. And then our beginning main attacker, Chandelure. Spirit Burner, discard the top 5 cards of your deck. This attack does 60 more damage for each Pokemon you discarded in this way. And put any number of fire Pokemon you discarded this way onto your bench. So we are trying to fill up our bench and do everything we can to keep Chandelure in play. So we have 60 damage, so if we discard all 5 Pokemon plus the 10, we are doing 310 damage. One of our attackers, the Incineroar, it says your opponent's attacks do 30 more damage to your opponent's active Pokemon. You cannot apply more than 1 strong cheer. So 310 plus 330, that's 340. So this deck has the potential of one-shotting Pokemon VMAX, which is insane. So the other Pokemon we have in this deck is a 1-of Scentiscorch. So whenever your opponent flips for their burn, it does not recover. Mascargo, so we have, I believe we have 2 Mascargos. Smooth Over ability, once during your turn you may put a card on the top of your deck, and then just put a card on top of your deck. And we have 2 different Ninetales. One says the retreat cost of your Pokemon that has any fire energy attaches to less, in case somebody wants to gust something up of ours. And then either player can't play any stadium cards from his or her hand, so that way we can keep our giant hearths in play. We have 2 Pyroars to get them in play easier. With its Flare Command ability, once during your turn you may discard a fire energy. If you do, switch one of your opponent's benched with his or her active. So we can, this is essentially a free gust if I discard a fire energy. Like, we have a Rapidash from Silver Tempest doing an extra 30 damage if we discard a fire. So we have a max, actually, of hitting 370. And then Volcarona. Once during your turn, you may have your opponent switch their active with one of their benched. This is... Actually, do I have a 3rd Pyroar? Because that's essentially an escape rope. They can choose. So let me see real quick here. I actually do have a 3rd Pyroar. I'm going to get rid of the Volcarona and do a 3rd Pyroar. Whoops. And do a 3rd Pyroar, because that's the better ability. I have 4 of these Charizards from Team Up. We have Roaring Resolve. You may put 2 damage counters on this Pokemon. If you do, search your deck for up to 2 fire and attach them. And Continuous Blaze does 50 per energy you discard, plus 30. We have Cinderace, 2 of them with its Crisis Power. This opponent's attacks do 30 more damage to your opponent's active for each prize card your opponent has taken. So 150, and if this is the last attacker of the game, we only play single prize Pokemon, so that's 5 Pokemon times 30 is 300 total. That can be 330 and 360 if we do Rapidash and Incineroar, so that's also one-shotting VMAXs. This Delphox, we have once during your turn, you may leave your opponent's active Pokemon burned. for free. We already went over that Incineroar. We have this Incineroar, though, discarding 2 for 180 if we want. And then we have this Infernape, so put 6 damage counters instead of 2 on your opponent's burned Pokemon. So if you don't have Delphox in play, you probably won't want to put Infernape or the Centiskorch in play, but though that's just, if you're able to get all 3 of them in play, that's fantastic. So let's go ahead and save our Chandelure with the change we just made, and yeah, let's see if we can get some wins with our Chandelure deck. This deck really only plays 4 basic Pokemon, so you might give your opponent some good hands here. You know what? I accidentally forgot to go through the trainers here with you guys. So we have 13 basic energy, but the trainers, we have 3 Dusk Stones. So search your deck for the Chandelure that evolves from one of your Pokemon in play and put it onto that Pokemon. You can use this card during the first turn. So let's say you play your Litwick. The next turn, you evolve it into the the Lampent. You can play Duskstone on the turn you evolve into Lampent and go straight into our Chandelure. We have 1 Energy Revival, 2 Rare Candies, a Trainer Mail, 2 Giant Hearths, 2 Brock's Grit to get Pokemon back in play or energy. Copycat, if your hand gets too big and your opponent has a smaller hand, and your hand is getting really big with filled up with all of your Pokemon, because you play 32 Pokemon in your deck, you can copycat it, get it down, and hopefully get those Pokemon back into your deck. We have Opal, Raihan, and Rosa. And there we go. So yeah, let's get back into the ladder here now that I've gone over those trainers. And let's search for an opponent. So we are playing Shadow 608962. So let's see what Shadow has in store for us. Yes. You want to go first so that way you can pass. Alright, so we have Litwick. We don't have any Fire Energy, but we potentially have Trainer's Mail to get something. Okay, we have Rare Candy. Can we get Giant Hearth maybe? Ooh, nothing. Ugh. That is not good. So we are playing against weakness. I would absolutely love to top deck either an Opal, a Giant Hearth, or just a basic Fire, because I can go into the Chandelure next turn. I am a little bit worried about the Donk. Ooh, they're playing Greninja. Oh, they can totally wipe our bench. We have to be careful of that. Yeah. Melanie. And Body Surf. Jeez. Alright. Okay, we got an Opal. Fantastic. So let's Opal. Come on, heads. There we go. Let's get our Giant Hearth in play. And let's discard Ninetales for 2 fires. Alright. And let's get lucky on Spirit Burn. One Pokemon? Well, I mean, we gotta play it because we're gonna get donked if not. Man. 1 Pokemon? We have 32 Pokemon in our deck. And we hit friggin' 3 trainers and an energy or something like that. Jeez. And we hit a Pokemon we can't even attack with. That's not good, guys. And they have three Greninjas in play. Yeah, they're gonna retreat. Shoot, guys. Um, no, we are just not well equipped for this match. That we just did not get lucky on that attack here. So, plus we're facing weakness. That's that match was a no-go. That match was a no-go. Okay. Let's do something. Let's find a better match for us. Something that doesn't do spread damage to our bench and doesn't hit us for weakness. Okay, so potentially facing a normal deck for Ultimate Pablos. We do want to go first. Okay. So both of us are... So nothing we can potentially go off of. But next turn we can find a friend. This is the problem with going first, is if you can't evolve, then you have to use your second turn to get Chandelure. So I just have to pass. Like if this guy has a double turbo energy and 2 energy in his hand, we're toast. Well, they're grabbing the twins. How many do they have? 2, yeah, they dunked us. That's the problem with this deck, is that a lot of times you will get dunked. Like, you only play 4 basics. But I found that this deck, like in standard, this deck had more options for not getting dunked. But in expanded, you don't know what you're going to come across. And you want to get your Chandelures out as fast as possible, but also have as many outs to other attackers and to big attackers as you possibly can. So, okay. So that's why. Okay, I definitely need this Kingler V to flip tails, or otherwise he is going to dunk us unless we can top deck a Chandelure. Oh no, okay. Come on, Chandelure, Opal, something like that. Nah. That's the problem with meme decks. That's the problem with meme decks. Alright. Crazy. What is it? Or crazy Miltizo? Alright, crazy Miltizo. Alright, we got a Litwick. And nothing else, but we can use Copycat. As a draw support. Okay. We don't have a rare candy, but we have Duskstone. Well, might as well get Lampent. They have a dark energy in their hand, so they can attach it to their Darkrai EX. And if they have a switch, we just get dunked. But if they don't, we're in business. Ninja Boy. Uh-oh. Are they going to go into a free retreater? Nope. One attachment and Ascension? Ascension. All right, we're in business, guys. We are in business. All right. Hey. Hey, we can just get a rare candy. Actually, I want to get a giant hearth. Because I want to bump the stadium. And we have the Dusk Stone anyways. All right, Spirit Burner. There we go, 250 damage. Yeah, let's get all 4 of these guys in play. We have a Charizard attacker. We have a Mescargo to put something on top of our deck. We have Incineroar to do extra damage, and we have Ninetales so they can't bump our giant hearth. This is fantastic. Woo! That's what I like to see. So they can do 90 damage plus 30 to a bench Pokemon. Battle Compressor. So see, this is exactly when we want to do Copycat, because we'll shorten our hand and we'll put all of these Pokemon back into our deck. So, oh no, come on. We want a shorthand, guys. Yeah. Keep benching stuff. Yeah, keep benching stuff. There we go. Ooh, what are they gonna... Really? Okay. So let's Charizard. And let's put one... Let's attach this one to Charizard. We're not going to use Energy Revival. Let's do Copycat to shorten our hand to 4. Put all those Pokemon back into the deck. We can do... I'm actually not going to bench Litwick or anything. I'm going to Mescargo for who? I'm going to Mescargo for Pyroar. Yeah, I like that. Spirit Burner. Woo! Almost taking a KO. Let's put Pyroar on to the bench. So now, by discarding a fire energy, we can essentially gust up whoever we want. And they scoop. There you go. See, like, we get our fire Pokemon in play, and this is a pretty gosh darn good deck. So as long as you don't get donked, this deck works. As long as you, like, there's enough Pokemon where you shouldn't be just, like, that first attack we just got extremely unlucky. And we're just very, very unfortunate only hitting 1 and it being a Centiskorch, so. Ooh, nice, very nice. So we have Litwick, a fire energy, and rare candy. So yeah, there we go. Plugna. We are playing Plugna against another fire deck. I'm sorry, do we go first or no? We do. Sure, let's get some in our hand. Okay, so I don't want anything weird to happen about, like, them discarding my only energy in my hand, so I'm just going to pass. And hopefully we don't get donked. They probably do have a welder, and can donk us, though. Green's Exploration. Muscle Band. Judge. We had the rare candy Chandelure. Come on, you're gonna judge me? Dude. No. Oh, nah. You're gonna judge me? Oh, jeez. Like, we would have to do opal. Yeah. Like opal double heads or something like that. I mean, see? We were all set up, but hand destruction, my gosh. Fly Desu. Alright, Fly Desu, let's get another game going. Okay. This isn't that... This is potentially okay. We have 2 Litwicks in play, so we're not going to get donked. Next turn, we can potentially find a friend for Chandelure, and the following turn, evolve it. Ooh, we are playing Eternatus. Interesting. Yeah, this is interesting. This matchup is doable, though. If we can get our Pyroar in play, we can literally just, like, switch and not have to deal with any of the Eternatuses, and we'll just do a 3-hit KO on, like, some Crobats or, something else. So this is potentially doable. It's them. It's 3 KOs versus 6 KOs, essentially. All right. So attach fire, find a friend, and let's grab a Chandelure. All right, there we go. Or if we get our Pyroar in play, we just 2-hit KO both of the Eternatuses, which we would have to get, like, a perfect thing going with our Rapidash or our Incineroar and hit 5 Pokemon in one turn in order to 1-hit KO this thing, but it is possible. Unlikely, but possible. Okay, awesome. So they don't even KO us once. So we will save our energy attachment. That's fine. We don't need to play our giant heart. Yeah, that's just it. Come on, let's get some good lucky hits. Okay, 190, we get the KO. Let's do Cinderace only. Yeah, that's fine. Just Cinderace. Charizard and Duskstone. That is fantastic. If they KO our Chandelure, we can Raihan to the Litwick for Lampent and use the Duskstone. So that is fantastic. And we can hand attach 1 to the Cinderace to potentially get that started. Worker. Interesting. Right now, they don't have the KO. They need 1 more Pokemon. There's no way in an 8-card hand that they whiff a Pokemon, right? Oh, they do. They whiffed. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's attach to the Cinderace, and we don't need to do anything. So, Spirit Burner. So just 70, that's fine, that's fine. We'll attach, we'll do the lamp. That's fine. This thing, it's not gonna get two-shotted, but I want a Mescargo in play or something, because they're gonna be able to retreat the Eternatus next turn, and like we'll want to gust it up later. Oh, Bird Keeper, okay. Yeah, the Yveltal is... Yeah, see, now they're getting a bunch of Pokemon in play. I wonder... There's no way... They had to have had all these ball cards in their hand. There's no way that they didn't have any of these ball cards in play. They just miscounted their damage output. Yeah, they just misplayed. All right. So they took their first knockout. Let's see if we can get lucky. Oh, we drew the Mescargo. All right, let's Raihan for... Man, I don't even know. Opal, I guess? Sure, that's fine. Hand attached. Duskstone. Okay, we still have one Chandelure in play. And Spirit Burner. Okay, we got a couple. So... Yeah, let's get all these attackers in play. All right. So they are going to retreat because they're not going to use this Eternatus anymore. Okay. And I very much doubt, yeah, that they don't have any energy in hand, which is... That's fine. Yeah, Bird Keeper... Here's my thing. I am going to attack with Charizard next turn to free up a bit, because I want 2 bench spots open. One potentially for Mescargo and one for Pyroar. So I'm going to attack with Charizard. That'll open up 1. And then the following turn, I can attack with Lampent. Well, Chandelure. Okay. So let's attach to Incineroar. Let's Roaring Resolve. Do 2 more energies. I'm gonna Opal, or I'm sorry, Rosa. So I want the Chandelure, Brock's Grit, and Basic Energy. And yeah, that's pretty good. So I know it's only for 130, but we're setting up another thing. So they have 210 damage left, which means they will survive a hit from this Incineroar, which is not what we want. We're doing good, though. Like, it's 4-4 prizes, and they have 2 major hitters already damaged, like within KOing range. So like we got this. We also have Cinderace in our pocket. Right now it's doing, well, 30 damage. So that is 90. That's 240. We can KO this guy. All right, let's attack with Cinderace, actually. Yeah, I like that. Not Opal. I don't want to do Opal, just... Let's see. I like that. Let's do Brock's Grit preemptively. And a couple of energies. There we go. Let's do Giant Hearth. Get rid of Ninetales. Put some energies in our hand. So we have 4 energies. 2 in deck and 2 not. Fireball shot. Boom. 240. All right. 1 prize card to take. There's our other Brock's Grit. There's the Incineroar to do extra damage. Okay. So they'll go down to 2 prizes with the Cinderace. We will Chandelure. And depending on what Pokemon we hit and how much damage we do, the only 2 attackers they can go into are staying with this one or going into the one with Eternatus. We only have 1 prize card left. All right. So Trainer's Mail. We don't hit anything. Let's Brock's Grit. I know we're putting energy back in the deck, but we are going to get some out. So we'll discard this Infernape to thin our deck. All right, 24 cards. Let's see. Spirit Burner. Woo! 310! And we got the Pyroar. Oh, jeez. Yeah, let's get Lampent instead. We got Charizard, we got Pyroar, we got Lampent. There is no way we're not winning this match right now. Like, they would have to bump our Hearth, N us, and gust up, no, well, N us, gust up the Charizard somehow, so Pokemon Catcher, and hope that we don't hit any Pokemon with our Chandelure. Yeah, like, there's no way. N us to 1. Like, what is this? 80 damage away. We got him, guys. We got him. Alright, Incineroar. Let's do 180 damage for the win. Incineroar. Flare Shot. There we go, guys. Woo! What a good deck once it gets going. Alright. You know, I know we got donked a little bit, like, what was it? 4 or 5 losses or whatever, but those 2 wins, man, those 2 just makes it all worth it when I see wins like that. So I very much appreciate any of you who have been watching this video and who like the decks that I do. And, you know, this is just such a blast to make videos for you guys. I very much appreciate anyone who watches my videos. And for any of those of you who have decklist submissions that you want me to check out or do a video on in the future, by all means, you can DM them to me on Twitter. I am on Twitter, and I'm on Discord, even Twitch. I don't stream on Twitch, but I do have a Twitch. Any of those I check regularly. Please like, comment, and subscribe on this deck and see how you liked it. See what potentially would you do to make this deck even better. And, until next time, this is the Machamp King, and you guys all have a nice day.